And what? What is the next program?
Harikatha second part.
Great to hear that. You're serious. Serious. Again, Harikatha. And where I'm supposed to go? Okay, afternoon time, yes?
4 o'clock.
Any query?
I have a technical query. Your clothes are supposed to be washed, right? Because if yes, I should do it now to let it dry.
Yes, just lie to us, fine. The one sitting on the couch.
Yes, I know.
I'd like to ask about the book, Sri Chaitanya Mangala, from Lochandas Thakur. I read it, and some devotees were saying that it's not authorized book, not bona fide, or someone else added into it. What's your opinion about that book, Chaitanya Mangala, from Lochandas Thakur?
Yes, so what's your exact query?
It's that some part of the devotees, they were saying that it's not a bona fide book, that it's not authorized. Some other authors inserted parts, their own parts into the book. So I didn't know that.
Which is not bona fide? Who is saying which is not bona fide book? The Chaitanya Mongol by Lochandas Thakur? Or? No. It is a bona fide book. Sri Chaitanya Mongol by Lochandas Thakur, Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat by Vrindavan Das Thakur. Of course, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. They are all bona fide books. Okay.
There are some who say that this Chaitanya Mangala is not original, not done by Lochandas Thakur. The description there are some intimate description of intimate Sankirtana, special Sankirtana, Lord Govinda.
See the question you have asked can be considered an important question, because a lot of unnecessary confusion, goes around such topics. This kind of topics, Lochandas is not bona fide, he is bona fide. Anyway, good that you have asked, and I want to clarify about the book written by Lochandas under the name. Okay. Okay. Sure. So, basically, we are all to understand that basically the book Chaitanya Mongol, which was composed by Lochandas Thakur, is genuine, is authentic. Because we need to know that actually there was a book in name by name, Chaitanya Mongol. Okay. Composed by Lochandas Thakur. It was into existence. I repeat, actually such book by the title Sri Chaitanya Mongol existed in the history. Not that there was no such book called as Chaitanya Mongol. There was a book, Chaitanya Mongol, which existed, and it was composed by Lochandas Thakur. There's some fact around that Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur also gave the name of his book as Chaitanya Mongol in the first place. But in those days, there were not so much social communication system. So when Vrindavan Das Thakur came to know about that, Srila Lochandas Thakur also entitled his book, gave the same name to his own book. So then he changed the title of his own book from Chaitanya Mongol into Chaitanya Bhagavata, Sri Chaitanya Bhagavata. So it was Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur who actually changed the title of his book, which was known as Chaitanya Mongol. In the first place, he changed it into Sri Chaitanya Bhagavata. But that also means that, see, this fact, this true story also indicates that Lochandas Thakur was composing a book with the same name, Chaitanya Mongol. What Vrindavan Das Thakur came to know about, and he changed the name of his own book. So it also proves, historically proves some way, okay, that there was the book Chaitanya Mongol by Lochandas Thakur existed. Now, in those days, there were no direct printing system, okay, it was not so easy to publish, so all would be handwritten. It could be, there could be some possibilities that in the process of the handwritten manuscripts and all, someone else could have put his writing into the writings of Lochandas Thakur. It's called interpolation, to introduce one's own writing in the name of Lochandas Thakur. It was all through the manuscripts, not yet finally published in the form of book. So that it could be possible, that possibility could be there, because there was no very strict way of the system of preservation of exactly the original manuscripts. That manuscripts also got access to some of the family members or others. So it was not an impossible thing. It was not an impossible thing that some scholar could have written something in order to be assisting Lochandas Thakur, or his own writing, and infused it, mixed it with Lochandas Thakur's writing. So it also all went on. In the name of Lochandas, everything is written by Lochandas Thakur, and later on included in the book Chaitanya Mongol. But other than that possibility of little interpolation or mixture here and there, the overall fact is that the Lochandas Thakur did write such book, a glorious book on the life and precept of Mahaprabhu, divine biography of Mahaprabhu. Okay, entitling that book named as Chaitanya Mongol. So he did write such book, did compose, okay, such divine biography, life and precepts of Mahaprabhu, Sri Chaitanya. That cannot be denied. I mean, that is genuine fact. Not that a whole book Chaitanya Mongol is not written by Lochandas Thakur, there is no connection. It's not that. So, again, certain portions of that Chaitanya Mangal which goes continuing in the name of Lochandas Thakur may or may not be direct writing from Lochandas Thakur. That possibility could be there. That kind of possibility of interpolation, mixing could be there. That cannot, do not deny that exactly. Because sometimes some strict parampara was not carefully maintained. Strict lineage of the manuscript, saving the manuscript, preserving the manuscript so that others cannot get into that was not always maintained during those times. So there's some relaxed ways of dealing with the manuscript, so it could be that, might be some portion like that. Now, does your question also relate to that Lochandas' writings is not so genuine like Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur's writing? No, it doesn't relate like that. Okay, fine. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes we find some differences, distinctive ways in the field of the descriptions of Mahaprabhu's life and precept, events of Mahaprabhu's life, okay, in different writings, like different books like Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Sri Chaitanya Bhagavad, Sri Chaitanya Mangal by Lochandas Thakur. We find some different ways of the descriptions of the same events, okay, same incidents of Mahaprabhu's life. But they are all true. We cannot question which one is genuine and which one not genuine. Which one is really true, which one not true. Because in the field of the writings, there are some poetic license. Poetic license of the literature writers are there. They can describe the same event, same incident, according to their subjective ways. They have got some license to do it. So, where we find some differences in the ways of descriptions of some particular events, same lila of Mahaprabhu, okay, as described in Chaitanya Charitamrita, between how it's described in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavad, Chaitanya Mangal. Those differences are considered more poetic kind of subjective type of differences. Meaning, all these pure devotees are relating to the same facts, same events, same lila of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in a slightly distinct way according to their distinct taste, distinct, emotional taste, distinct way of viewing, okay, as befitting to their adhikara, according to their own qualifications and levels of understanding and experiences. So those distinctions, apparent differences are caused by some different subjective ways of feelings, by the individual subjective feelings about relating and viewing the same truth of Mahaprabhu's life, slightly different from each other, varying according to their own individual subjective feelings, their own individual feelings and realization about the same lila, same event of Mahaprabhu. So it happens due to poetic nature of the world of literature, because every happenings in the world of lila, in the world of the great pastimes of Mahaprabhu, divine couple, cannot be considered in an objective way, cannot be delineated or cannot be described in a fixed, materially objective way all the time. Certain object, oh, this is it, cannot be otherwise. Because very nature of the pastimes of Lord Gauranga, Radha, Krishna also have got lot of subjective area. Subjective area. It makes sense to you what I am saying? Subjective area of feelings. Same lila, they are tasting, they are relating, they are tasting according to the individual taste. Viewing, like it's the same piece of big, beautiful diamond being looked at from different angles, looking slightly different because the same piece of diamond being looked at from different angles. So all these spectators' view of angles are differing from each other, therefore it's looking a bit different, but basically it's the same diamond, basically same piece of diamond, no matter how it's being looked at, viewed at from different angles. In a similar way, you know, sometimes you are drinking some delicious drink. Suppose some of the friends are engaged in taking the same drinks, but the very way of experience of tasting the same delicious drink will not be same. Although it is same quality delicious drink, taste is also same commonly, but the taste will vary according to individual person. Some feeling the taste, wow, it is this way. Some another friend feeling, tasting the drink, wow, this is that way. Having some other examples in mind, it tastes like that drink. So the way of tasting varying according to the individual taste, but basically the drink is the same drink, same delicious drink, common, and everybody also tasting the same drink. But still, it's varying due to the relative individual ways of tasting, feeling, relating. More subjective. In a similar way, while the different pure devotees, the different exalted pure devotees are relating to the same lila of the divine couple Mahaprabhu, describing of the same activity in their own language, through their own feelings, through their own experiences, divine experiences, mystical, mysterious experiences, wonderful, particular subjective feelings, then all their descriptions about those lila also varying from each other due to individual qualifications, distinctive individual ways of viewing the same thing. So it cannot be judged like, oh, one way of description is truth, another way is wrong, because they are not matching with each other. No, all of them are true, of different dimensions. All of those descriptions are truth in a higher subjective way, higher spiritual way, that of different levels, different dynamics, different levels of realization. They all are true. Has to be understood that way. For example, our Guru Maharaj beautifully explained, when Krishna was entering the arena of Kamsa's battlefield, I repeat, when Lord Krishna with Balaram, Krishna and Balaram were entering the arena of Kamsa in Mathura, where the fighting were organized by Kamsa with the ulterior motive to kill Krishna Balaram. Anyway, okay. Then, beautiful description. We find a beautiful, wonderful description about how Krishna Balaram was entering that arena in Mathura, and how all the people, all the audience or spectators assembled, present in that arena, kind of in the gallery surrounding that arena, where this started having darshan of Krishna Balaram, also different way from each other. You know, beautiful description, wonderful descriptions given, how all the people, all the persons assembled in that arena, sitting in the gallery, looking at, having the darshan of Krishna Balaram in different ways, different forms. But they are having the darshan of the same Krishna Balaram. That verse is Mallanang Ashani, Mallanam Ashani, Nrinang Narobaru, Strinang Smaru Murtiman. In this way goes. That the Chanur Mustik, two huge big wrestlers who are waiting to take Krishna Balaram in their wrestling and thinking they are going to finish them. That Chanur Mustik, two big wrestlers, were seeing Krishna Balaram like the thunderbolts personified in two forms were entering the arena, and they felt afraid of. They were actually seeing Krishna Balaram as if, it's not as if, the greatly powerful, greatly strong, powerful, as thunderbolt, personified in the form of Krishna Balaram entering the arena. And they felt so afraid in heart. So they felt frightened in heart. How could they fight? How could they fight these two strongest personalities? Thunderbolt, the embodiment of thunderbolts, now entering, and we have to fight. We thought, there will be two young childs, nothing for me to fight them away and finish them. Following the order of my boss, Kongso, can finish them in a moment. Now we are seeing thunderbolts, as strong as thunderbolts, two personified thunderbolts, Ashani, entering in the arena, and we have to be fighting with them. How can we fight? Both their hearts became filled with so much fear. They got frightened. Mallanang Ashani, Nrinang Narobaru, the great kings, great royal figures, royal personalities, kings, who are sitting in the same assembly, watching that event, going to watch that event. They started seeing Krishna Balaram, to most ideal king, most noble, powerful, ideal emperors entering the arena. So they are viewing Krishna Balaram according to their adhikar, according to their taste, because they are great kings. So all the great kings sitting in that assembly began to view Krishna Balaram as two great, most beautiful and most powerful, noble emperors entering the arena. Although they are looking at Krishna Balaram in beautiful youthful form, to beautiful young youths, but they started seeing them two big, powerful, beautiful, wonderful emperors entering there. Nrinang Narobaru, the best of all the kings. The way they started viewing Krishna Balaram, two best of all the kings of all the kings, entering the arena. Strinang smaru murtima. The beautiful housewives, the beautiful girls of that city assembled there began to view Krishna Balaram. Two Kamadevas are entering. Two gods of wonderful cupids, two gods of all love attraction. The Cupid, Kamadeva, entering the arena. See, all those beautiful housewives, beautiful girls, sitting in that same assembly, started viewing Krishna Balaram in that way. Or rather, Krishna Balaram was letting them having darshana in that way. They started to see them. Two non-different personalities, two non-different full-fledged personifications of Kamadev, the supreme god of love, supreme god of all love attraction, the Cupid, appearing in the arena. And their hearts, all their hearts became filled with divine amorous feelings, amorous attraction towards both of them. Kamsa, Bhojapati Kamsa, started looking at them. The death, none other than the death personified entering that arena. He got startled. What is this? What he is looking at? Two personified forms of death for him, like some personality like Jamaraj, was strong and furious, fearsome personalities, death personified for him, entering that arena. The boys, friends, who are more youthful, boys are sitting there, they started seeing Krishna Balaram. Oh, our beloved friends, dear friends of our heart, entering the arena. In this way, thus everybody started to view Krishna Balaram in all different ways from each other. Or, in other words, Lord Krishna and Lord Balarama gave them all different types of darshana. Okay, inspiring them to have their different kinds of darshanas in this way for the assembled people. So now I am asking you, which one of them is true and which one of them not true? Tell me. All the different kinds of darshanas they had of Krishna Balaram, which one of them are true, is true, and which are not true? Srila Guru Maharaj was wonderfully explaining, Guru Varga wonderfully explained, all of them are true simultaneously. All of them are so true, simultaneously. Different aspects, very distinct aspects of the same absolute truth, whom they are having darshana of. Simultaneously. After all, we are dealing with the Supreme Absolute Divine. No ordinary thing dealing with. So innumerable possibilities, innumerable aspects, even the potential ways of the having darshan of the same Supreme Absolute Divine are there. We cannot We cannot try to judge in a limited, prejudiced way, either this or that, either black or white. No. There are different colors, like in a rainbow. A rainbow is rainbow. Can we describe a rainbow with one color or two colors? It's filled with colors, 7 colors, also harmoniously coexistent. They created a garland, created a harmonious garland made of colors, harmonious garland composed of different colors, became a rainbow. The nature of Krishna consciousness has got rainbow character. The great nature, unlimited nature, transcendental nature of Radha Krishna consciousness is that of rainbow character. Then we'll realize, then we'll actually realize how it is. All the colors in a rainbow are distinct from each other. At the same time, they are intermixed. They are so interrelated. They are so interwoven, interrelated. They become one entity as rainbow. Yes? They are manifesting by one entity at the same time, composed of all distinct colors together. They are mixed at the same time, not completely mixed. This is Achinta Bhedabhed principle. This also beautifully explains about the nature of Achinta Bhedabheda principle, the simultaneous oneness and distinctions. The characters of simultaneous oneness and distinctions. The transcendental character of simultaneous oneness and distinctions ultimately is inconceivable when we are coming to realize about the supreme, unlimited, absolute divine. Supreme, unlimited, absolute divine. Perfect divine. Supremely, divinely, perfectly absolute one. I take some joy to be describing the supreme, absolute divine in different way and through different words. So, back to the point. In a similar way, all these distinctive ways of the descriptions found in the Holy Scriptures, apparently distinctive ways of the descriptions or narrations about the same activities of the divine couple of Mahaprabhu, same Leela of divine couple of Mahaprabhu found in different Holy Scriptures, are all simultaneously true. Not that one way of description is true and another way not true. All of them are simultaneously true. Because they all are none other than the true aspects of the same supreme absolute truth, whose activity being described. And that distinctions came, that spiritual ways, subjective ways of distinctions came into their descriptions, in the field of their descriptions about the same Leela, because of their particular individual distinctive taste, ways of the viewing, ways of experience, and on the other hand, how that supreme absolute divine is inspiring them, entuning them, controlling them, and tuning them to look at look at him or her in a particular way, both ways. Not only one way, not only only in one way, that how the viewers viewing according to the devotee, viewers are viewing according to his or her capacity and taste, but also on the other hand, how the supreme object of the vision, supreme object and subject of the realization, supreme absolute divine, also making them see him. Also making them see him, how inspiring them and tuning them to look at him, to look at her, both ways. Therefore, on the higher plane, on the higher spiritual plane of the great, wonderful subjective experiences about the same Leela of the Lord, cannot apply such ways of the judgment, such limited ways of the judgment, whether which one is true, whether this is true or that is true. No, all are true at the same time, in different dimensions, through different frequencies of realizations. Complete? Answered? Yes. Gaur Hari, Gaur Hari. Have to chant today. A lot of chanting also needs to be done. Any more query?
Yeah, we have two technical queries. That's not about legal. Recently, I had some exchange with some devotees from India. And they mentioned that they are trying to research things like, they mentioned 2 hours more relevant, that why the Harinam is, in Chaitanya Charitamrita is described that Harinam doesn't need initiation. Why is it included in Diksha? And the second question was about why the Guru during initiation is chanting on the mala of the disciple. So if you could tell us about it.
I can also simply ask, why not? What will be the real difficulties if it happens this way? Initiating with Harinam, or see Gurudev chanting on Tulasi Malika. What's the real objection or any difficulty to understand about or confusion? Anything wrong there? What they think wrong or not necessary?
It's in a way like where is it coming from? Not that it's wrong, but it's where it started. What is the source of this?
Basically what is the nature of initiation? I tell you. Basically, what is initiation? Why initiation is necessary? Initiation means it's not newly creating anything. It's like helping to discover. It's like bringing the connection. Initiating, it's already there. Holy name of the Supreme Lord Hari, already there. Harinam already existing. So, initiating Harinam doesn't necessarily mean that you are recreating Harinam, reproducing Harinam for the disciple. It's initiating. I mean, everything already there, just simply making that connection, bringing that connection. initiating that connection of the holy name. So that is the nature of initiation. Therefore, it is called initiation. On the initial level means beginning, making the beginning, starting the connection, bringing the connection, initiating the connection with holy names of the Supreme Lord. So when, for example, like electricity is everywhere, can you directly get? Basically, electricity is staying everywhere in subtle form, all over the creation. Visible electricity, invisible, static electricity. See, electrical magnetic influence everywhere. Okay, all around us. But can we directly experience, feel it, utilize that, feel the connection? No. Light frequencies, sound frequencies everywhere. Light frequencies, sound frequencies, all different kinds of light waves, sound waves everywhere flowing through the ether. Electromagnetic radiance flowing everywhere. But we need some mechanism to connect to them. We need certain media, via media, to connect to them. So in a similar way, okay, the truth of initiation, the truth of holy name already existing beforehand. See, Gurudev is not recreating anything. Simply making the connection, bringing that connection in the lives of the disciples in a systematic, disciplined manner, so that disciples seriously, respectfully accepts that connection and follows. That is the idea, that is the concept behind. Just as to manifest electricity, we need some mechanism to manifest electricity. To manifest different sound frequencies, we need some radio mechanism, TV mechanism, certain to get entuned with different sound waves, different levels of the sound waves, short waves, medium waves, long waves. Similar way applies to the light frequencies, different levels, different light frequencies. So, there are different ways of entunement with different light frequencies, sound frequencies. But we need the help of mechanism. We cannot directly experience them. In a similar way, the process of initiation is that kind of mechanism, spiritual mechanism. Like for examples, books are everywhere. Okay, books are everywhere, and some speakers are everywhere. Why? The students need to be admitted to school or college or university level. Why they need teachers? They simply can go out in the market, buy some books from the bookshops, and come back to home and read them, and can be qualified doctor, qualified physicist, qualified engineer, qualified chemist, or so they can all be qualified. They can be qualified engineers, doctors, or pilot, or a businessman, or whatever, just by reading some books. Does it happen like that? No, we know teachers required. Teachers under the proper guidance is very much required to be easily successful in the field of education. Education is everywhere. The truth of education is everywhere. One doesn't require a teacher. One can also be self-educated. That possibility is open. exceptional in special cases. So the special and exceptional examples must be treated in exceptional special way, cannot be understood in a generalized way. One is that of normal process, one is normal process, general process and principle, and others are special exceptional ways. So we cannot compare between special or exceptional ways of the happenings in the spiritual world with the generalized, general common normal ways. Both have their play, their role. So one can definitely make advancement spiritually without Guru, with Guru. Even without Guru. Oh, many devotees will get startled by hearing that. But anyway, function of Guru is always there in the lives of the disciple in different forms. If not in the personal body form, in the form of principles, education, books, advice. Okay, everywhere. It's everywhere full of gurus. From whatever principle we accept education, that becomes our guru. From whatever source we receive education, we learn, we become enriched with experience. From whatever source of guidance, that is actually Guru Tattva, Guru principle, whether in the form of human being or in the form of other things, other principles, in the form of education, in the form of some inspirations from the depth of heart, Chaitya Guru, they're all aspects of the Guru Tattva. Guru doesn't necessarily mean only in the form of personality. It's one big aspect, no doubt. Persona. Manifestation of Sri Guru in the form of personality is no doubt is a very big and important manifestation. But that's not the holistic concept of the Guru Tattva, only in a bodily physical form, through physical activities, but also spiritual, by spiritual aspects. See, Guru principle. And same Guru Tattva means Gurudev means Guru principle manifesting through many high-class ideal spiritual principles also. And those principles are no less living than the Sri Gurudev in the form of body. So we have to understand the nature of Guru Tattva both ways, objectively, subjectively. Okay, objective way and spiritually subjective ways. It's a combination of both. Therefore it's called Akhanda Guru Tattva, ultimately. Now, back to the point of initiation. Because initiation is given by Sri Gurudev, therefore it was required to be also explaining about some nature of Guru Tattva. Because initiation cannot be conceived without Sri Guru Tattva, without the functions of Sri Gurudev. So in that connection, I explained little bit about Guru Tattva, Guru principle. So now, see, basically Guru principle is spiritual, divine principle. And the principle of initiation also of divine nature. So one divine principle is helping to bring connection of another divine principles of the holy name, Nama Tattva, holy divine connection of holy name in the life of a disciple. One divine is bringing the connection of another aspect of the divine. Both, they are all interrelated. Remanifesting, representing, remanifesting through the functions of initiation. But not that recreating. See, Gurudev is recreating holy names or revalidating the holy names or re-empowering the holy names. It's not that. Initiation is a function of bringing connection. Bringing connection, making both of them connected. officially and spiritually. And that connection can also happen without the physical form of Guru. That connection can also happen from the level of Chaitya Guru, our own super soul dwelling in us. That connection can also come from the great inspiration of Guru principle, like some high class Siddhanta in spiritual form. Same Guru, whether in manifesting as Guru principle or manifesting in formal through form or manifesting through super soul way, same Guru Tattva. So they are always initiating in different way, different aspects. That is required. There is nothing wrong because that is the natural way. If we ask why children should be born out of parents, why they cannot be self-born, dropping from the sky, dropping from the space, why they have to follow a process of birth? They need parents. We can ask, cannot ask. That's the way it is. We have to simply accept the truth, the way it is, as it is, finish. There may be different possibilities. There can be different exceptional ways, special ways of manifestation, but they are special exceptional, so they are not coming under the jurisdiction of considerations because they are exceptional things. Special means special, exceptional means exceptional. But we are now talking about the normal ways, normal general system, normal systems, about the necessity of initiation, going through initiation and receiving the connection. It is that because what happens through the functions, through the rituals, through the respectable rituals, through the very respectable functions of the initiation, the disciples receive some connection with full of respect in heart. They take it seriously. Okay? They take it seriously to the heart. So upon receiving some initiation, spiritual connection through initiation, through respectable function, a disciple becomes more serious and seriously respectful to what he or she is receiving from Guru, and then becomes more committed, becomes more respectfully committed, devoted to that in an official way. So that is the utility of the function of initiation in an official way. Everything is everywhere, See, whole knowledge. See, for example, knowledge is everywhere. The principle of education manifesting everywhere, principle of learnings, the process of learnings, principles of learnings, knowledge, education, food, everything is everywhere. But still we follow certain system to receive everything, isn't it? Animals have got their own system, humans have got their own system. Animals following the process of going to any farming land and start eating. That's their process. But humans cannot. They have to go to a shop to buy food. They cannot encroach to any farmland to steal away fruits. They have to follow certain disciplines. See, that is more natural. Okay? Foods are everywhere. It doesn't mean you just go out and grab and eat. You have to process the food, making it more eatable. Cook, process thing, make it more eatable. See, and like that, waters are everywhere. You cannot just go out and drink. Only we can drink the processed water which is liable, which is qualified to be drunk. Knowledge is everywhere. Go to the library, pull out any books and read, start reading. But you cannot receive degree in that way, although you can be knowledgeable. Okay? But when you apply yourself in a systematic way to take the lights of education, follow certain disciplines and systematic ways to read certain books and assimilate it, okay, something which is so sophisticated for you, go to the teacher. It will be much easier for you when you are explained by a teacher rather than you discover everything all the way, like Einstein, big scientists already they discovered many things. But suppose somebody wants to think, if somebody thinks, I don't want to accept any teacher, science teacher. I want to know everything, rediscover everything, invent everything on my own. Why should I accept the guru? Why should I accept the teacher or professor? Why should I be accepting a big teacher to become a good doctor, engineer, or scientist? I can discover everything on my own. I'm not a less intelligent person. So, I don't want to read any books. I don't want to take any help. Let me think. Let me think and think and think and feel, depend on my feelings. I can be self-taught. How it is going to be? It's not impossible. It is not impossible for someone to be self-taught without the helps of the knowledge of the books, without the help of the knowledge contained in books, without consulting any teacher, or without following the established system of education already available there. I can do it, but it will take so many years, but still I cannot reach it. One may be spending so many years trying to discover what Einstein discovered, but still cannot be successful. Okay? One can go on to become a medical doctor for many years, just on his own, without taking any help from any doctors. Cannot be easily, it's not so easy. It will be a very difficult task, not impossible, but very difficult task to become a real doctor. But much easier way to take the help of a big doctor, big professor, big scientist, take their guidance, take the help of what is already discovered, contained in the book, in the form of knowledge, and then it makes things so easy for you to learn, fast learning and grasping already ready-made, available. You do not have to spend so many years again to rediscover all of them. So much wastage of time, energy, already so much treasure available to you. So you avail them, receive them, and then go further. That will be more intelligent. Go further for making further contributions in your life. That will be more intelligent planning. Rather than trying to discover that same thing on my own, what a scientist already discovered throughout many years of his sadhana. And still I may not be able to discover like him. Therefore, help is required. Okay, because that idea comes, why initiation, why function of guru, why function of teacher required? Sometimes it's a big question. So, this is why. Again, necessity of accepting teachers or Sri Gurudev or guide doesn't necessarily mean it's like obliging fact. It's like that it's a compulsory forced imposed thing on us which takes away our freedom, which makes us servant to someone. It's not that. That's a wrong concept. It is for receiving more help. While I am following a teacher, I am not actually becoming a slave or servant to the teacher. Also, actually I am receiving great help from him or her. He is also serving me, serving my purpose of receiving more knowledge from him so nicely. So he is doing a great favor to me. Not that concept, same concept with Guru, not I am becoming forced servant. It's not that. It's the mutual, helpful relationship of guardian and the subordinate, being nurtured by the guardian, like being parents and being nurtured up by the parents. Children cannot be parents, parents cannot be children. So therefore, such conceptions of impose high and low, master and servant in guru-disciple relationship cannot be applied. It is too limited, too mundanely conceived like that. Guru-disciple relationship, teacher-student relationship is not that of forced acceptance of guardianship, guidance, and forced acceptance of servitorship, subordinate. It's not that. It is for a mutual understanding of receiving great help, mutual understanding, mutual relationship of complementing each other, serving the holistic purpose of spiritual advancement. Is not that of, it is a holistic purpose to serve the holistic purpose of devotional cultivation, advancement in relation to the Supreme Divine, not that of, master and servant, only master and servant, something imposed. This sort of concepts are imposed due to mundane concepts. But the actual nature between guru-disciple relationships, teacher, students, guardian, and the subjects who are sheltered under a loving guardian are very wonderful, beautiful. Everybody will be wanting it. If they come to know, if they really come to realize about the real conception, they will love to have it. Instead of thinking, it's a forced way of, master and servant relation. Not that, rather opposite. It's complementary relationships. Self-complementing relationship, which both of, that combined relationship, the nature of which combined relationship is actually finally serving one holistic purpose, making advancement in relation to the Supreme Divine. Cultivating, more and more cultivating, helping blossoming in relation to the Supreme Divine. That's why all these are necessary. Giving initiation, being initiated. And all I'm talking, whatever I'm explaining about, is all applied to the real ones, not the fake ones. All applied to the real Sadguru, bona fide Guru, genuine Guru principle, genuine initiation, not the apparent, external, fake ones. Apparent, fake ones. Both may look similar, they are not same at all. Fake gold, real gold. Fake diamond, real diamond. Illusory concept and real concept. Illusion, when we are having some illusory vision, that's also reality. Not that it is not true. It's a part of the truth, but illusory truth. It exists. But that's not really real. It is illusorily real, but not really real. There's a lot of difference between illusorily real and really real. So, with regard to the functions of initiations, connecting to Guru, same principle applied. Some can be illusorily real, some can be really real. That makes a lot of difference in our spiritual life. Now back to the point again. So initiation means, back to the point of answering your question. Initiation means initiation. Initiating spiritual connection, helping to bring that spiritual connection through some respectable rituals, through some commitment, respectable commitments in the field of relationship as between guru and disciple. Otherwise, nobody will be serious, nobody will be seriously committed, no responsibility. Oh, I may do, may not do, I can do, I don't feel like doing, I should not do. If I feel like doing, I will do. This next moment, I hate to do, I don't do. I don't like anymore. Same thing in our life. Sometimes we like and other times we don't like. We change. We keep on changing. Okay, so, but the spiritual relationship, the nature of spiritual life is not dependent on futile, temporary changes all the time. Changing based on my independent likings or dislikings, we are always changing about our devotional mode. No, that such things cannot be applied. Disqualified. Such ways are completely disqualified in the world of higher spirituality, divine practices. There has to be respect, has to be respectable commitment, respectful commitment, respectful devotion, devotional love. Then it becomes a true cultivation of the true spiritual life, life divine. So that therefore some disciplinary ways, some nice structure, system, disciplined ways are required everywhere to make progress and cultivations. So initiation is a part of that. Functions of initiation is a part of that. And otherwise, see, we find everything everywhere. We also find some people living their life in a very total wild way. Okay? Everything is everywhere. People are living inside home, okay, beautifully decorated home, nice way, disciplined, comfortable way. That is also living. And the people out there in the outside in the street, homeless, okay, living in a, wild way, scruffy way, uncomfortable. That is also a way of living. So much difference. People are also living in the slum-dog, slum, living in a slums way, so unclean, nasty, unhygienic, simple way, full of poverty. Also, aristocratic people are living in a first-class house with good food, good place to sleep, good behavior, good culture. Both are living. People living in a very wild way, wild, irresponsible, reckless ways. Life of intoxication, living here and there, taking intoxication, eating this and that food, very wild, okay, undisciplined, wild, I'm looking for another word. They're also living their life in such a wild, non-systematic, very scattered, irresponsible ways. Also, we find the people living their life just opposite, high class, very high class, organized, beautiful, wonderful ways. So both are living the lives. Both ways are living the lives, high class and low class. There can be something in the medium state. So similarly, when we're trying to make advancement, while we're aiming towards making some real advancement, spiritual advancement, aiming to make some true development, cultivating our life of pure devotion, higher devotion, we also need to accept the beneficial disciplines and systems. Okay. some environment, structure and association which becomes very helpful for that cultivation. If everything becomes omen, scattered, wild, everything is just okay. If we try to relate to each and everything in our life on our own, okay, scattered, wild, irresponsible, unwise, ignorant ways, still we live life with so much false pride of being independent, having full freedom and becoming independent. Why should I accept the guidance of system, beneficial system and principle, certain good structure? I am the man of full independence, full freedom. I can do whatever way I like. I can be living in whatever wild way I want to live my life. Then ultimately, what happens? I cannot live my happy life anymore. I become my own enemy. In the name of giving me so much freedom, giving me so much wild independence, okay, trying to qualify me with so much wild independence, misuse of the freedom, I become a great enemy to myself. I bring great harm to myself. But that is also one way of living life, low-class life, tamasic life, which brings so much harm to my own self. No intelligent man, no intelligent person will do in that way. So there is utility and misuse of everything. There is misuse of initiation and utility of initiation. Yes, Prabhu? Functions of utility of initiation and misuse of initiation. So back to the point. Anyway, I thoroughly analyzed. So the way people think initiation is, it's not exactly that. So that such question doesn't arise in the first place of Mahamantra is self-empowered. Hare Krishna Mahamantra is self-evident, self-effulgent, self-potent. Why a guru is needed to give that Mahamantram through initiation, to make it, to potentize it again? Is it right, like re-empowering? It's not that in the first place at all. See, Gurudev is not re-empowering Mahamantra at all. Just manifesting, just bringing that connection, making the disciple serious and respectful about, under some healthy disciplinary measure, system. That's all it is. And so that is what is called initiation. And it is required everywhere, in every step of life, in different forms. Wherever we accept any guidance from, it is initiation. In whatever way, wherever, as soon as we start receiving some guidance from any source, whatever way, whatever form, there is an initial start for that. It is initiation. That is the principle of initiation, none other than that. It again never means recreation. It is a discovery, simply bringing the connection together through transparent via media, acting as transparent via media. Often it can be instrumental, but it can be living instrumental way, not dead instrumental. Transparent via media, but that media also has to be very qualified. Otherwise, things cannot be transferred through that media. If the media is opaque, media is not transparent, if the media via media is not qualified, it cannot work as the media. It can be blockage also. So a lot of difference is made. So there naturally a lot of difference between Sadguru and ordinary Guru, fake Guru. Real diamond and fake diamond. So we have to be careful about. Cannot mix everything in a general way. Cannot mix all low quality, tamo and sattva all together and make a mixture and generalize everything. Judge in a more general, common way. No. The real diamond must be treated as real diamond. Fake one must be treated accordingly. Real gold and fake, they should be treated, accordingly. We cannot treat the real diamond as the way we will treat the fake diamond. Cannot be like that. It cannot be equal that way. Cannot be equal treatment in absurd way. So our judgment, application of our judgment should also be wise. It has to be distinct according to time, place, situation, according to the qualities. We cannot put everything together and mix good and bad quality and the less qualified stuff all together and treat equally, judge equally. There things go wrong. Our judgment gets wrong. What is your second question, Prabhu?
I would like to follow up on what you said, because actually the question was not about if Diksha is or not, which you seem to focus on, but it was about if Diksha is okay, it's Shastra prescribes to take the Diksha mantras, Gayatri, Guru mantra from Guru, that's the Vidhi.
Mm-hmm.
But why the Harinam is included in that? That was the precise question.
A precise question, I see. Harinam included in that.
So vlastně při zasvěcení se nespochybňuje, jako Maharaj vlastně mluvil obecně o zasvěcení, proč se zasvěcuje a tak, ale že vlastně ta otázka je o tom, že jsou, šastra předepisuje Diksha mantry, které se musí přijmout u Gurua, to je přikázáno, ale proč jsou vlastně ten Harinám, který je odlišná vlastně taková věc, proč je zahrnout ty Diksha.
Okay, so answering to the point of your question, I can explain this way. If the mantra diksha is valid, Harinama diksha should also be valid accordingly, because all the mantrams are none other than, ultimately, I repeat, all the mantrams are none other than sum total of different names of the Lord. Okay. So many of the mantras, most of the mantras actually containing all different meaningful names, holy names of the divine couple, of the Supreme Absolute Divine, in different meaningful way, alongside with some description. Okay. So, not only holy names are contained in Mahamantra, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Not only that, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Harinam, we call Harinam Mahamantra, is considered as holy name. But also the holy names contained in the mantrams, also equally important holy names. And if they are treated as mantra, Hare Krishna also treated as mantra. It's called Mahamantra, so it has mantra nature also. So because of the Gayatri, as similar to different Gayatri mantrams, Hare Krishna also has got mantram nature. In other words, very similar, as we consider all the Gayatri mantrams as of mantras. Gayatri mantra, Brahma Gayatri, apart from Brahma Gayatri, there are so many other Gayatri mantras. So, as all those Gayatri mantra has got mantram character, containing all the holy names of the Lord. Similarly, Hare Krishna Mahamantram has also got mantram character, therefore it's called Mahamantram. Because it has also got mantram character in a similar way, containing the most wonderful holy names, principal holy names of Lord Krishna and Radhika. So from that stand, it can be initiated because of the mantram character, not as the character independent of mantra nature, only holy names of the Lord. Then it may or may not be required to be initiated. But it has also got mantram character, Mahamantram. Okay. Because Hare Krishna Mahamantram can be chanted, can be sang aloud, can also be meditated, silently meditated. That is completely of mantram character, meant to be silently meditated on. Okay. Number one. Number two, okay, that there is no such hard and fast rule. There is no such hard and fast rule explained in the Holy Scriptures that holy names cannot be initiated. Although holy names remains in self-evident, self-effulgent way, it doesn't require any initiation. It is already self-effulgently existed, self-activated, self-validated. It's not being validated, revalidated through the functions of initiation. Very true. But still, there is no such hard and fast rule that it cannot be introduced, manifested through initiation. So the Hare Krishna Mahamantram can be manifesting without initiation and through initiation, both ways. Okay, it is independent. I repeat, it can have its manifestation both ways, without initiation, self-evident, self-manifested way, and also through initiation. Both ways are genuine. Therefore, any conditioned jiva souls, any people, they can directly start to directly chant, sing Hare Krishna Mahamantra without receiving it through due process of initiation from a guru. And that those people will also be immensely benefited just by the direct connection of the holy name of the Lord. It doesn't have to be given to him through initiation. It's already there. You simply approach and embrace. Heart to heart, simply approach and embrace. Being a direct energy particle of Krishna. So you have got a natural right, your natural way, relation, to be directly embracing, directly relating to holy names of the Lord. It doesn't have to be initiated. It doesn't have to pass through, happen through process of initiation. Okay. So it is also valid. So back to the point. So any people, any ordinary common people are directly chanting, engaging in chanting, singing Mahamantra will also receive immense benefit. Okay. Even without receiving it through initiation. That is the glory of the holy names of Lord. Self-validated glory. That glory doesn't need to be validated through function of initiation, independent of initiation. But still, besides that, there is no such hard and fast rule that same holy names cannot also manifest through functions of initiation with the touch of Sadguru. Okay, through the association of a Sadguru. Both ways are valid. Clear? Yes. So.
The question was about the chanting on the mala, where the guru is chanting on the mala of the disciple.
See, that Harinama Malika is already made of Tulasi wood, holy wood of the Tulasi in the first place. Okay. And the Harinam Hare Krishna Mahamantra is already holy name, self-validated, self-sufficient, okay, self-effulgent holy name in the first place. So a Sadguru doesn't invest, doesn't empower anymore on that Tulasi bead, chanting Tulasi bead or the holy name, because already they are self-validated, self-qualified. Chanting bead becoming made of Tulasi beads, so a Sadguru doesn't require to revalidate it by chanting on it, re-empower it. No. Or he also doesn't re-empower the holy names, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It's the function of being catalyst. There's a saying in English, becoming catalyst, playing the instrumental role via media. So Sadguru is basically playing the role of bringing connection, making connection, okay, bringing connection, playing the role of revalidating, requalifying the life of the disciple, okay, helping him to cultivate the treasure which is coming through the holy names and Tulasi beads, cultivating it, making the disciple, inspiring disciple to be more respectful, be more devoted to that in cultivating it, creating that sentiment, inspiring him, making the groundwork and planting the seeds and cultivating, helping cultivation, but not creating the seeds, not re-empowering the Tulasi bead, neither re-empowering the holy names, but he is working as very meaningful, very most beneficial. He is playing the most beneficial instrumental role. It's not just kind of dead mechanical way of instrumental role. Then there will be wrong concepts. Sadguru is much more living Guru principle. So, but actually he's playing a very live kind of instrumental role, helping to manifest musical melodies, great songs, and see, those musical melodies, already they are existing. A musical player, teacher, the instrumental player is re-manifesting that. It's already there. Okay, in the spirit, in the truth, all those musical melodies are already pre-existing. All the things scientists are discovering, already pre-existing. They are just discovering, manifesting, not creating anew. Similar way, Hare Krishna Mahamantra being re-manifested with a newer inspiration in the life of disciple to inspire is mostly Sadguru's function, to inspire disciple to cultivate it, helping cultivating. Not necessarily re-empowering Mahamantra, holy names, or re-empowering Tulasi beads. Now, although he is playing that most vital, important instrumental role, it is never like a dead material type of instrumental. It's alive, more meaningful instrumental. Transparent via media, although via media, not just some kind of dead via media type, like metal via media, instrumental via media, like electricity passing through a conductor wire. Much more than wire nature, more of subjective nature. Via media, that of no material nature, subjective nature, because a Sadguru is none other than a pure devotee. Live via media, alive via media, with so much alive feelings of devotion. So, Sadguru's function is mostly like that. Okay? To help the disciples, to inspire, to help him or her blossoming, but not necessarily helping Mahamantra. Not necessarily helping Hare Krishna Mahamantra to become more powerful because he is chanting, he is giving. Not because he is empowering the Tulasi bead more than the Tulasi because he is chanting on. But he is chanting on a Tulasi bead means connection. It's a connection happening between his heart's feelings, his chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra and Tulasi beads. That connection is manifesting while he is engaged in chanting on the Tulasi beads, chanting Mahamantra on the Tulasi beads. That connection is manifesting in addition to what already there in Tulasi bead and holy name of Mahamantra. And that connection also given to the disciple in addition to holy name, Mahamantra and the Tulasi beads. Some special connection from his own heart and feelings being imparted to the disciple, which is helpful. So that's how it is. Therefore, holy names can also be included. And therefore, holy names can be included in the beautiful process of initiation, can manifest through the beautiful process of initiation, and a Sadguru can also be chanting on Tulasi beads. There is no harm, rather more gain. Already there is holy Tulasi beads existing. Already there is Hare Krishna Mahamantra holy name there. Now a Sadguru is combining both of them and relating to both of them with his own devotional feelings. Connecting to both of them through the function of initiation with his own or his or her own devotional feelings in addition, and then it's manifesting in a certain other wonderful way, additional wonderful way in the combination of all. Holy name in the form of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Tulasi bead, and in connection, being unified with a Sadguru's own beautiful devotional feelings, all coming together. And it becomes some other wonderful manifestation, complementing to that. That's what it is. Hare Krishna. Okay, we can rest and we can flow in different forms of Hari Bhajan, even though there can never be enough Hari Katha, but it may be relatively enough for now, temporarily enough. Hare Krishna. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta